Okay, so the large weekender tote, it's quite large. I am 5'2", so hopefully you're getting an appreciation for exactly how large is. Probably it's gonna look bigger on me than an average sized person. I get so many questions about like, can you just pack it out? Like pack the hell out of it so I can better understand the capacity. Yes, I can. So that's what we're going to do today. And it's also going to be my version 2.0, of which there aren't many because I actually really like the bag the way this is. There's just a couple of things, design things that I think would be really nice upgrades in the future versions of this bag. So the first is, here it is, and I'm going to say pretty much packed like 98% of the way full. Sure, if you gave me a pencil, I could probably drop it down in there and it'd be just fine. But it's otherwise packed out. So I'm just going to do this so you can see. There's only one way to carry it, and it's pretty much like this. I suppose if you were taller, you could hold it by the handle and it drop down, but for me then, I believe it would drag on the ground if I did that. Let me just double check. Yeah, I can do that. That's how long it is. Padded handle, super comfortable. Size, super comfortable. Even though, you know, obviously my hand sort of bows out like that because there's no other way to do it, it doesn't bother me at all. I actually have taken it packed out quite a bit, and I packed it out with a bunch of crazy things that I actually, some of these things I actually do carry. So let's get into the bag. First things first, does not come with this bow. This came from their sister company, Saddleback Leather. And I always had my eye on this bow, and I think they've had it around for, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 years. It went on sale last Christmas. I pulled the trigger, very happy I did. This is not a subtle bag. I am not a subtle person. So yeah, I took a huge statement bag and then put a bow on it to make it even more. Okay, so first things first, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my daughter started riding again. So here is her giant helmet. So we are always running late to pretty much everything, and I hate that I am one of those people, but I've come to accept that I am perpetually late. So yes, I have fantasies about one day being this mother that like gets out of the car and her kid's like perfectly coiffed, and we calmly put her helmet on and walk to the lessons. That is not the case. It's in this bag, and we take off the car, outside the car, Mach 10 running. We're always 2 minutes late, and then I slip this on when I get there. Frequently carry this in this giant bag, and that's not all it can carry. She is 8 years old, for the record. Some people are going to ask because they get a lot of comments on it. This is just a, it's a sleeve, for lack of a better word. The actual helmet is black, but just to be fun and silly, and because it's one of the few activities that are open to us, we put some swag on that thing. So that is that. That is a children's horse helmet. So today's Sunday. She just went riding. That's why it's packed out like this. Not all the things that are in here are actually things that I carry. And then frequently after we go someplace else, and so I always carry like a change of clothes. So she lives in the same clothes that I live in, which is generally like a super comfy shirt and stretch pants. So that's what this is. And then let's get into some of the more mechanics of the bag. There is a single pocket hanging on the interior on the side closest to me. Little prototype from Love 41. I carry in here a mask or like a gaiter type thing, and this fits fine in that giant pocket, and I'll show you the size later. My giant phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy, I think it's like the S20 Plus, if I'm not mistaken, the largest phone that Samsung makes. Here you go, fits easily in the pocket. Let me just make sure it can fit both directions. So if I, just for reference for you, if I stick it like, here, just do this, it's easier for you to see. If I stick it in vertically, there's probably a 1/4 inch sticking out. And can it fit horizontally? Yes, it can, so it won't stick out, but it's snug. So going in this way, it's snug, it will fit, and then obviously it won't stick out the top. So that's that. Here is the hanging pocket. It's a nice pocket, so it's not lined. Is that correct? Yes, it is not lined, so it's just the suede side in. It's the same tobacco leather. It doesn't appear to be any thinner than what the bag is made out of, so super tough. I'm gonna say that I think there's a little bit of a missed opportunity with this hanging pocket. And I'm gonna leave, I don't know. I would say some of the Love 41 bags have the pocket sewn to the bag itself, so it creates like a slip pocket behind it. And I kind of think I would have liked to see that in here, but if the reason that she left it open was so that you could sort of pull the pocket forward like this if you needed, if the bag was really stuffed and you wanted to sort of lay it on top, then I could kind of see where that wouldn't be a design upgrade per se. Like maybe you like the flexibility of the pocket, but because there is only the one pocket, it kind of made me think like, yeah, I think I might want a second little pocket for something. But I honestly think that's kind of it. And then I stuffed some ridiculous things in here just to be fun, to show you capacity. And the first one is, dun, 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 dun. It's a LWT prototype that I don't believe is going to be in production, but it's a pouch. It's quite large. Sneak peek. So that is bigger than the size of my laptop, just for reference, and it fits easily in there. And then dun, 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 another LWT prototype I stuffed in here just for fun, because I obviously don't stuff a purse in a purse, although actually I have. Quick sneak peek, because I'm gonna have a separate video for that. Second sneak peek. It's a re-release of a LWT classic, and I'm gonna set that to the side. That fits so easily in this bag, and that's all I have in there with the exception of this. So there is, I lied, I said there was only one thing for organization. There's a key fob. It has a relatively short lease. I'm gonna guess this is like 3.5. I stuck my car keys on there. Do you have any comments about this? I think, because I'm hesitating, because there was a period where I was thinking, you know, I actually want like a little bit of a longer leash. But then I went and looked at some of my other bags that do have the long leash, and I found that what happens is it gets shoved down to the bottom and there's stuff on top, stuff on top, stuff on top. And then if you really want to get the keys out, it's kind of a problem. I would say with a modern day key, like this one, you don't really need the key out per se, because if you just get close to the car, like that's good enough, the key will unlock. But not everyone has these keys. For example, my husband's car is like from freaking 1912, and he'll never upgrade or get rid of it unless it somehow disintegrates. I think it's safe to say that he has an old school turning key. So for people like that, there is a chance that you would want a longer key leash. But other than that, that's it for the interior of the bag. So it's just the interior hanging pocket, the key fob. A couple noteworthy things is that because the bag has a very large capacity, these straps are reinforced. So the top part that you're seeing here is leather, and maybe it's easier like this because the pocket's not in the way. But you see that these straps, and then they're like, I don't know the material here, but they change. They go all the way down the bag, across the bottom, and up the other side for what I would say is extreme reinforcement to allow you to carry something very, very heavy. Here's what the bag looks like empty, in case you just want it like as a fun statement piece to go out and put a couple things in. I think it looks great, honestly, empty or full. And it's a super comfortable carry. I'm gonna just show you from the front what it looks like. It's an awesome statement bag. When I take it out, I think there's maybe been like one time where someone did not comment on it, and I'm gonna chalk it up to it being early in the day and people not having had their coffee, because there's no way that you can walk and not comment on this bag. So anyways, it's a super fun carry. My only version 2.0s are the possibility of the secret pocket, if you were to do that back there. You know, maybe there's a hybrid where we don't have a super long leash, but we add another inch or two just for flexibility. And I also went back and forth on this one, but I am just gonna mention it. I think for a bag this size, it would be kind of nice if there was a closure option. And I love the design on this one, so I'm not gonna say like a zipper, because I think that changes the look of it too much. But I think that like a tab closure, like a subtle tab closure similar to the one that she has on her LWT pocket tote, where it just kind of comes over, it's narrow profile, and it can, there's a nipple rivet closure on the one side. And I would even put it on the inside, because I think the outside of the bag, I'm just gonna show it to you like this, is actually really pretty, so I wouldn't want to interrupt that design at all. So what's unique about this as opposed to her other totes is that she has the multiple rivets. So I like that design element. I actually really like the seam running through the center, because I think for just style, it looks cool. It's simple, it's clean, but it has just enough interest to be a really cool bag. Like, it's not your average tote by any stretch. She has down here her new logo, LWT. So I just thought I would show you. So again, quick sneak peek of a tote that's coming out, and then even quicker sneak peek of a pouch that'll probably never be released. Both fit nicely, so just to review, it's a girl's riding helmet, a giant purse, a pouch, a full set of replacement outfit for my kiddo when she gets dirty, a face mask, a bracelet, my phone, my keys, all go in the large weekender tote. Speaking of weekend, it is Sunday. I have a little bit of time to enjoy the day. The beautiful sun out, so I'm going to say adieu here. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching.